Hey, it's your boy Kruby, and today we're going to be voting for the 2021 OPTC award show. Last video we went through my nominations, and now we're going to see which of my nominations are actually, well, if any of them made it to the final vote list. If you didn't see the last video, I'll leave a link to that video in the description, and I should be putting a card here if I don't forget to do it. But saying that, let's get on into the voting. Oh yeah, big shout out to the guys at Great Perfect and Captain Papi for making this amazing vote sheet. Big shout out to Papi mainly for doing all this, putting in the work. If you don't know who Papi is, I will leave a link to his Twitter and his YouTube in the description. But be sure to follow the guy. He's a great guy. He's very knowledgeable about the game. He does a lot of stuff for the community, so be sure to go over there and give him a little love. Now, going over Best Super Evolution for the year. This award goes to the Best Super Evolution that released from December 1st, 2020 till December 18th, 2021. This Legend Super Evolution has improved them drastically and made them viable for use today. We have Dexabo, Germa, Onami, and Yamato. I'm gonna say Dexabo here. Before people come crying at me in the comments saying, why didn't you put Yamato? Read the question. It says, this Legend Super Evolution has improved them drastically and made them viable for use today. Germa was always usable, and so was 6-star Yamato. 6 plus Yamato is a side grade of 6-star Yamato, so I'm saying Dexabo, I don't ever see myself using 6-star Dexabo. 6 plus though, he's a lot more viable. He's a lot more fun to use. It's a great Super Evolution, probably one of the better ones they've done this year, so I'm gonna go with Dexabo for that. Worst Super Evolution of the year. Putting V2 Mihawk, V2 Zoro, V2 Sanji. Right, so my nomination, which hasn't made it unfortunately, not here, so it's gonna be a little tough because one of them I've not used at all, the other 3 I don't use otherwise. I'd have to say probably V2 Zoro or V2 Sanji. I don't know, it's definitely not Pudding, because Pudding didn't really have too many issues to begin with. She was a super gimmicky character. She was there for the one thing, just storing buffs and using them later, which is great. She had some more manipulation, which was whatever. I think they gave her like bind and despair reduction, which I don't get why people complain about. I can see why people are saying it's a missed opportunity to do more, but it's not really the worst, because there was not too many problems with her to begin with. V2 Sanji's issue is he's not used at all to begin with, so I can't really say much about him. It's not much of a difference between 6 and 6 plus because both aren't used anyway, so I'd have to say, go by that logic, probably V2 Sanji, because he's not even used in the slightest, which is just bad, which means that there's a lot more they could have done with the 6 plus, so I'd say V2 Sanji go for the worst 6 plus of the year. Best Rare Recruit. We have Robin, Rockstar, Zoro, and Killer. Yeah, it's gonna be Robin. She just does so much, getting rid of 5 turns of almost every defensive buff of the enemy, giving you whatever orb she has, which is whatever, but 5 turns of despair reduction as well. And she's Robin, so she's got access to pretty good supports too. So I'd say Robin, yeah. Best free-to-play unit for the year. Kizuna, Olin, Kuja Pirates, TM Shiryu, and Onigashima Luffy. Honestly, when I was going through my nominations, I did forget about a lot of JP free-to-play units, so I've done some research, and this Kizuna Olin is pretty darn busted. It's kind of between Kizuna Olin and Onigashima Luffy. My only problem with Luffy is that he's Luffy, so there's a lot of clashing going on because there's just so many other good Luffy characters which you would want to use. Like, it's kind of the issue here with that. So I'm gonna go with Kizuna Olin, because Kizuna Olin is just, if you haven't seen what she does, you might just want to go check in the database and look at what she does. She's really good, especially for a free play unit. Best artwork in the game. Alright, this is purely subjective, but the one I nominated isn't even on this list, so I'm gonna go with Law, just because I love Law a lot. I'm just like Law. If you know how I feel about Roger. We'll move on. Ooh, big up Papi for getting these artworks. Wow. This award goes to the unit with the best ink effect. The ink effect I assume I would spend my ink bottles on in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the character that I nominated, which is Moria. His ink effect's just super good. This unit goes to the most overrated legend that released. Released extremely hyped up, but after use was a massive disappointment. Once again, I'm gonna go with the legend I nominated, which is Luffy Sanji for overrated, just cause everyone talked them up. Came out, hardly ever used. I'll just leave it at that. So where it goes to the most underrated legend that released from December 1st till legend was released as disappointing, but a lot better than people think. Yeah, this would have to be Final Tap Kid, because when he came out, people were shitting all over him. They're like, oh, he's the worst of the last Tap Legends. Law is the best. Pull for Law. Luffy's way better than Kid. Kid is dookie. And then as things have been going on, we've just been getting so many driven powerhouse striker legends or strength legends. It's just like he's just been getting better and better and better. So I'd have to say Kid is probably the most underrated legend on this list, at least. Most improved. This legend goes to the most improved. Unit that may not have seen a lot of use / play in the past, but as time has gone on, units need increased play. I don't get why V2 Shirahoshi made sure he's on here, because they've always been like an S+ tier sub, in my opinion. They've been like one of the best subs in the game to run. They're just so good. Sugar, also, because Sugar's got the whole unique mechanic going for her, so it's close between Kid and Germa. Germa's 6+ got like, they kind of fixed the issues that Germa had, but at the same time he's still kind of used in the same way in the end. So I don't think yeah, I think for the same reason I mentioned him being the most underrated, I'd probably say he's the most improved too, because he just used a lot more nowadays. So award goes to your favorite game mode. Garbage challenges. That's like 90% of my videos. Alright, this update goes to the best new feature. It's changed OPTC for the better. Definitely the power-up system overhaul. This, in case you don't know what it is, it's just made powering up characters so much easier. And it's actually really close between this and Cotton Candy storage, but I'm gonna go with this because it's more convenient. Now that I think about it, Cotton Candy is probably a really close second. This award goes to the most anticipated QOL feature or game mode or character they want released in 2022. I want a trash map rehaul. That game mode is so flawed. There's so many things they needed to fix it. It's just they try doing something right, and then they just, like lots of people say, they go take one step forward, they go 2 steps back, just doing lots of stupid things. So I'm waiting for a trash map revamp or overhaul. It's gonna be really good. Worst legend of the year. As much as I would like to vote for Halloween Shanks, shout out Stomp, I'm gonna go with the legend that I nominated for the worst legend, which is V3 Blackbeard. Shanks is at least like slightly viable. Marco is he's a meme. He's just as I like to say, he's the inkwork or artifact unit. You just put him on your home screen. So about what he's good for, but at least he's still a lot more viable than this dude right here. It's just straight up garbage. It's like never ever used. It's bad. It was a huge missed opportunity there. Best banner. As much as I'd hate to say it, it's probably been the best banner so far. Just so many good legends on that banner. Just it was great. Unfortunately, I could not pull Roger. But overall, it's been the best. This award goes to the best moment of the year through the ups and downs of OPTC. There'll be almost a moment for that year that shines the brightest. Yamato release, announced for Global and JP, 11.2 update, producer video, or Roger and Odin. Yeah, I'd say Roger and Odin because that was like peak OPTC. Got a lot of people joining, got a lot of people coming back. It was a lot of fun. It was a synchronized sort of thing on both versions. So, yeah. Number 1, Legend of the Year. Much as I hate to say it, yeah, it's Roger. I don't want to dwell about that, dwell on that. We'll just move on. That was submit. Alright, so that has been my votes, or my voting for the 2021 OPTC Award Show. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share. If you're new, go down there, hit that big red subscribe button, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.